Beneil Dariush versus Mateusz Gamrot takes place this weekend on the main card of UFC 280. Oliveira versus Makhachev, and I cannot wait for this lightweight fight. And this is a pretty big one in the lightweight division. You got Beneil Dariush, who's on a big winning streak right now. Big winning streak. Was supposed to originally fight this year against Islam Makhachev, but pulled out due to a leg injury of a broken leg that he had in training camp. But and before that, but he was originally supposed to fight Makhachev. Before that, he beat Tony Ferguson, out-grappled Ferguson in a boring decision. We all know it by now. And Carlos Diego Ferreira did the exact same thing to him. But then he was a bit more entertaining before. He beat Scott Holtzman by KO, spinning back fist. Drakkar Klose by that wild KO. We all know it too by now. Frank Camacho he beat. Drew Dober he beat as well. Out-grappled Moises to a boring decision, but that was a younger Moises who took that, I think, on short notice. But I like this fight. Mateusz Gamrot versus Beneil Dariush. I mean, Mateusz Gamrot should have lost to Arman Tsarukyan. I'll give you that. He should have lost that fight to Arman Tsarukyan, in my opinion. But even then, he made it very close against Arman Tsarukyan, who's a top guy, who's a top level, and he'll for sure be a top guy one day. I wouldn't be surprised if him and Gamrot rematch one day in the future. Wouldn't be surprised at all. But before that, he beat Diego Ferreira, beat Jeremy Stephens, beat Scott Holtzman. I like this fight. I really do. The winner of this one will, if it's Dariush, I'll explain it later. Probably will get a title shot, but we'll talk about it, Volk and that. I do believe, in terms of a prediction, I think I'm gonna have to go Mateusz Gamrot. I'm gonna have to go with here. I like Mateusz Gamrot. I think he's a great fighter, a great fighter. I think he should arguably be undefeated. I mean, he should have beaten Graham Kutateladze, who's also a great prospect in that division. But he recently lost to Damir Ismagulov a few months ago. But I just think Dariush is gonna lose this. I like Dariush. I really do like Beneil Dariush. I think he's a great fighter. 33 years old now. You know, he trains at a good gym, King's MMA. I mean, not people over there are very good. He got RDA, Shogun Hua, Jake Ellenberger, Fabricio Verdum. You got Dariush himself, Vittori, Shikedzi. And you got the females as well. Well, who cares about them? But I understand he trains at a good gym, but he's 33. Just came off a broken leg in training, and he hasn't fought in over a year now. You know? He hasn't fought over a year. We say Dillashaw had a long layoff again. Dariush fought before Dillashaw fought Sanhagen. You know? And he didn't look great against Tony Ferguson. At all. He didn't look good out there against Ferguson. And where's Ferguson now? Just got subbed by Nate Diaz and lost to Nate Diaz. And he made Nate Diaz have a clean face for once in a fight. No bloody face at all. And I understand he beat Carlos Diego Ferreira and ended his streak there, but Ferreira is older. Competitive fight still against Ferreira. I think it arguably should have been a unanimous decision, but apparently one judge had that fight for Ferreira, which I don't get. But yeah. He beat Diego Ferreira. He beat Holtzman. And yeah, Dariush, and Gamrot also beat Holtzman. I understand that, and maybe Gamrot had arguably a more skilled performance, in my opinion. Dariush Gamrot was competitive and close, dead even, until Dariush under that spinning back fist out of nowhere, things happen. You know, brutal KO win, but Gamrot was just skilled throughout and set up a 1-2 down the pipe on Scott Holtzman. Yeah, I understand now that Dariush beat Holtzman before. It maybe ruined Holtzman, and Holtzman wasn't the same, but I don't care. Holtzman, he beat Klose, which is a good win. I understand that. And you can arguably say they both look crap against Carlos Diego Ferreira. You can arguably say that. But I just think that there's a bit of a skill difference here, and I like Dariush. He's a savage for stepping up here and taking on Gamrot. I mean, this is a full camp fight, but he could have just sat out and waited. But Gamrot, 31 years old, beat Arman Tsarukyan, and even then, if you think Tsarukyan won, and Tsarukyan did drop him with a swing back fist, he still looked good in that fight. He looked very good in that fight against Arman Tsarukyan, who's a very good fighter in that division. Went to a razor close decision when he was a baby in the sport. Let's be real, making his debut against Islam Makhachev. I just feel as though Gamrot, even though should have lost that fight with spinning back fist, he got dropped with a spinning back fist, and that's Dariush's thing. But let's be real here. Can Dariush grapple with Gamrot and out-grapple Gamrot and win positional control? I do not think so. I'm very certain of that as well. Not certain, but I'm very confident that he won't be able to do that. Will Gamrot out-position and out-control Dariush? It will be tough, but I think he can do it. You can maybe see the same for Dariush, but Gamrot ain't coming off a broken leg. He's fought this year. Gamrot's fought he's fought 3 times since Dariush has fought. Like, he beat Holtzman in April. Dariush fought in May against Ferguson in 2021. And then, after that, after Dariush beat Ferguson, Gamrot fought in July of 2021 against Jeremy Stevens. December 2021 against Carlos Diego Ferreira. June of 2022 against Arman Tsarukyan. He's fought 3 times since, which is crazy to me. You have to go with Gamrot, man. And if it's on the ground, I think Gamrot's going to get the better of the control. Dariush won't have the best hips, not the best strength. Broken leg. He's coming off a broken leg. And I think even if he was good, I think he would still get grappled. This is, in my early prediction for Makhachev Dariush, I said Makhachev would grapple with him and beat him up. Dariush had this problem early in his career. If he stays on the feet, though, it could get interesting because Gamrot does leave some openings, but against Carlos Diego Ferreira, he didn't look the best. Against Tsarukyan, he looked good, but still not the best, Against Holtzman, he did leave openings, but I think Gamrot's going to make those improvements. And against Stevens, man, stayed patient, stayed tucked in, and Gamrot knows if he wins this, it's huge for him. If Gamrot wins, don't give him a title shot. Not quite yet. Let's give him if I'm Gamrot, look for Gaethje, look for Fiziev, look for Dustin Poirier if he beats Michael Chandler. But this is how the division will be a bit more clear. I think the winner of Oliveira Makhachev should fight Volkanovski. Gamrot can beat Dariush, ruin his title shot run. Alright? Not title shot run, but ruin his run to the title. If Gamrot wins, look for Dustin Poirier, Dustin Poirier, or I thought I said Justin Poirier, but whatever. Look for Justin Gaethje from Gamrot. Justin Gaethje or Rafael Fiziev. Poirier, if Poirier beats Chandler. If Chandler beats Poirier, you can't give Chandler a shot at the belt. He lost to Gaethje. That's going to hold him back. It has to. And he beat Ferguson. Great, yay. He beat Ferguson. Everyone does nowadays. I think that if Gamrot wins, where's Gamrot ranked? Gamrot is number 9. So he'll move right underneath Michael Chandler. Right? I mean, Fiziev beat RDA. And Dariush, I'd say, is better than RDA at this point. Let's be real. At this point. Maybe not in terms of legacy, but at this point, yeah. Just better of a fighter. So actually, arguably, he should move above Michael Chandler. Who's Chandler beaten? Hooker? Dan Hooker. Not looking great. Ferguson, not looking great. So, if Chandler loses to Poirier, and if Chandler and Makhachev both lose their fights, if Chandler loses to Poirier, Makhachev loses to Oliveira, he can go under Gaethje. Maybe above Gaethje. Who's Gaethje beaten? Oh, Chandler, but who's Chandler beaten? So this is an opportunity for him to get a number 3 if everything goes right and people lose some matchups. But if Dariush wins, he's going to have to sit out and wait. Sorry. This is what's gonna happen, man. Volk's getting the shot at the belt. Yeah, I don't know who's Dariush beating, man. Who is Dariush beat? Let's be real. He beat Ferguson. Yay, not the best. Charles Diego Ferreira, not the best. Scott Holtzman, not the best. Drakkar Klose, not the best. Which will raise your close decision with Rafa Garcia, where you arguably lost, and Garcia took it on short notice. Beat Frank Camacho, who's not good. Drew Dober, not good. Moises, not good. I mean, these guys are good. Dober and Moises are good, but not the best. This run don't get you the title shot. This shot don't get you a title shot. So if you have Gamrot win against Dariush and Poirier win against Gaethje, then we can have we can have Poirier fight. I don't know. We'll see. Gaethje needs to fight Fiziev, man, because we can't stop wasting time. But yeah, I'm gonna go Gamrot though here, man. Being too much, and I'm gonna call actually. Dariush working hard for a double leg. Gamrot has good balance early. Gets the takedown finally over Gamrot. Gets guillotined though. And puts himself in a guillotine and taps. And it'll be sad for Dariush, but Gamrot gets a quick guillotine. I think. Gamrot's strong, man. I think Gamrot will win it. I think he'll get the job done. He'll land good knees, get taken down. Dariush will eventually get the takedown. Work so hard for it, then put himself in a guillotine. Round 1. I'm going Gamrot. And if it's on the feet, it's not like Dariush has nothing to worry about. Gamrot can land some shots. Maybe Gamrot KOs Dariush on the feet. I'd probably lean Dariush on the feet. But Gamrot has power as well. I think Dariush has more to worry. Title shot. I think he'll have a title shot to worry about. And yeah. He'll have to worry about the stand-up of Gamrot and the grappling. Gamrot only needs to worry about spinning back fist, the wild stuff. Dariush ain't out-grappling me. You know, Gamrot just needs to worry about things on the feet. On the ground, I think it's Gamrot's world. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. This is a prediction and breakdown of Mateusz Gamrot versus Beneil Dariush versus Mateusz Gamrot. And plus the height, I think goes Gamrot. I mean, they're the same height. Dariush has a reach advantage, 1.5 inch reach advantage, but I think Gamrot wins it.